What's going on, guys? All right, so it's probably gonna get a little loud in here, and but I want to do a video on the front bumper anyways. So we can see that I've done a couple of things here. This is an Infiniti Q50 front bumper. It's going to be extremely difficult to do in chrome, but I'm pretty confident I'm going to get it done. I've set myself up here, right? So you can see that I have an inlay here, an inlay here. That's about it. That's all I've done as far as this goes. Now, if this was a regular film, I probably wouldn't do, well, I definitely wouldn't do that inlay, and I definitely wouldn't do this inlay. What I would probably do is an inlay in the top section right here. So as you can see, this front end is extremely stone chipped. It's also been repainted. The paint is extremely horrible. There's imperfections everywhere, so check that guy out right there. If you guys can zoom in, there's all kinds of stuff embedded in the paint. So it makes my wrap not look so nice, but again, nothing I can do about that. It is just the natural characteristic after their horrible repaint on the front end. Anyways, it's like they painted it and rolled it in sand. Regardless, there are better paint jobs than this. This is just not a very good paint job. I haven't seen very many that are actually this bad. But regardless, we're gonna wrap it. So what I'm gonna do here is, I'm not laying any more knifeless tape. So what I did here, I'll explain a couple of things. I laid knifeless tape here. I laid knifeless tape in here. And I laid knifeless tape here. The rest, and I did the exact same on the opposite side. Now, other than that, I'm not going to put knifeless tape anywhere else. I'm going to freehand everything else, so everything should be fine. What I'm going to do here is also mask off some of this so that the vinyl slides a little bit easier off of the chrome, because it's going to tend to want to stick to it. So what I'm going to do here is get myself set up so you guys can see this tiny process here. I don't want the vinyl getting stuck to the chrome. I don't need to have much of an overlap as far as that goes. Like when it comes to overlapping what's here, I'm only gonna leave about 1/8 of an inch. That's a little bit too close, so I'm gonna bring that back slightly. There we go. So I'm gonna leave myself about 1/8 of an inch. This is not to determine my overlap. This is just so that the vinyl will slide off when I go to wrap it. I'm going to put some in here. I might run out of tape here, so I might have to bear with me for 2 seconds while I grab another roll. So again, there's only so much cleaning I could do on this car. A lot of the car actually has a lot of other imperfections in it, so I don't know if the whole thing's been repainted or not, but it's not in the best shape. So we're gonna do this, another couple minutes here, and then we're gonna get to wrapping. Hopefully I don't lose audio at all during this. I get worried ever since I lost audio during my one of my videos. So there we go. All right, and then just this little bit over here. Again, the masking tape is so the vinyl doesn't stick to where I've already wrapped. It's going to make life a tad easier. Cool. Another, oh, we're out. Just about out. Yeah, that's it. It's good enough. We just made it. It's good enough. All right, so let's grab the piece of vinyl and do it. Just got it right here. So all I've done is anchor it to the side of the car. And I need to unravel it. I'm just trying to figure out which way to do that. Here we go. It's this way. So this, I'm kind of down to the last tiny bit of vinyl here. I had to take this piece and cut off about 5 inches for the bottom so I could run the length of the bottom. And we get pretty close down to the wire here, that's what I meant to say. We get pretty close to what we've got left up top and around the bottom. So there isn't a whole lot. This I'm pretty confident if I need to, I can cut a relief cut in the headlight area and kind of stretch it up if I need to. So it's all about problem solving, more or less. This is what wrapping comes down to. And whether you're doing chrome or a regular finish, it's all problem solving, okay? It's setting yourself up for potential problems also on top of that. So what we want to do, not set ourselves up for the problems, is setting ourselves up so that we can work through these problems before we even tackle this larger section right here. So hence the inlays. I'll explain also the headlight inlay. I ran it, I'll just drop this down so you can see. I ran it deliberately off right here instead of running a line on this body line which ends which trails off right about here and we can't see it anymore. So I had it trail off right here just to keep it on more of the bottom side. You guys see that? Sorry. On more of the bottom side, so I had it run off right here to keep it on the bottom side of things. I didn't want it so far running up. So hopefully it'll be less visible. I'm always triple checking the amount of film I have. Super important, making sure that our placement is good. I have the sniffles for some reason. Cut off some excess here, I don't need all this. Cool, let's get rid of that chunk. That was actually for the rear bumper. So I cut the front and rear bumper out of one sheet, 30 inches tall, right? Thought I just heard my phone, wherever I did with it. Don't even know what I did with it. I suppose I'll hear it if it rings. Oh, I don't have the sniffles. Alright, let's do this. Love that sound. It's my favorite sound. It's the air compressor. Alright, let's do it. Let's roll this backing paper off. So I'm going to mention one thing. I've kept the cap on. So the protective cap is still on the wrap. This is going to help maintain its stability. As I remove this backing paper, it becomes a little bit more rigid. The cap doesn't want to bend as much. So let's do that. This out of the way. Cool. So we look pretty good. I'm just getting things flat so I can see what things look like. That's a nice color on a Huracan. I'm going to show you guys this color. It looks beautiful actually. Check it out. I didn't wrap that. I have no idea who wrapped that. Looks nice though. Alright, let's do this. So, cap is still on. I've got to remove it. Let's do that. You cannot stretch the chrome with the cap on. It's impossible. Today's a great day for the front bumper as it's like a perfect temperature in here. You don't want it to be too hot, you don't want it to be too cold. You kind of want something in the middle. I'd say it's about 70, so it's pretty solid. So for here, I'm not all too concerned about this area up here. It's super flat, and I have a bit of bunched up film, but I'm going to actually just stretch it a little bit and I should be good here. So let's do it. The Subaru behind me right there is up for a wrap right after this. Actually, I'm just getting the front bumper on this and then I'm starting the Subaru. Because I have just the driver's side to do on the Infiniti. So I can actually stretch this without adding tons of heat, alright? So we're just going to do a bit of stretch there. Nothing too crazy. All I'm trying to do is eliminate some of the excess slack that's up in this area here, okay? So I'm okay with that. I think I'm okay with that. I don't know. Well, I don't know yet, so we're going to have to see. Again, trial and error. I only got the one piece to do this with, so it's gonna be a fun one. So what I want to point out is the vinyl actually slid off of this painter's tape right here, which is super awesome that it does that, because, and that is one of the that is one of the reasons why I put the painter's tape there. And notice how I always put the magnets back down on each side before I pull. And it's a super important thing to do. So I'm gonna try and come up a little bit higher so I can do about the same thing. That's too high now. So this is fine. Work with this. Alright. So what I'm trying to do is find a nice line to work with. Since this is a very curved bumper, it doesn't give me a lot of options. Just thinking ahead what I gotta do, alright? So give me a moment. Bring that, if I cut here and bring that up, that could help with there. All right, let's do it. Just gonna lock it in. So this is going to require some stretching, 100%. It's not like I can't stretch the chrome. I have to. I'm just looking here. I have a lot of wrinkles, so I'm going to have to kind of fix this situation up first before I do anything. This side turned out better. Just making sure my mic's recording. Okay, that's better. You can find my grill line right here. This is where the top grill goes, and then we have a lower grill also, right? What we don't want to do is push our fingers too hard from the back and cause finger impressions. That's what will happen. There we go. As we can see, the vinyl, it tends to want to grab in this area, which is perfect. So that's exactly what I want. And what I'm going to do is keep it flat. See, I use my palm to kind of push down in a larger area. Man, thank God that's over. All right. Just checking it out. Got me, if this was regular film, it would be so much easier. It's got me confused, so I'm just thinking about things. Alright. Alright, I'm grabbing the heat gun. And we're going to start bending it a little bit more across, all right? Magnets down the other side. Yes, all right. So we're good there. All I want to do is bring it back to about here. Okay? I don't want to come past this line. Try not to. I'm going to add a bit of heat just to soften this bad boy. And then when we heat, we're keeping the heat gun moving quite a bit. I have the heat gun on the hottest setting, but I have to keep the heat gun moving a lot, all right? Super important keeping the heat gun moving. because we're going to burn the film or overheat certain areas, and we don't want to overheat certain areas because we will distort the chrome. Yes, look at that. Alright, so you see how that bit of heat just gave me a little bit of what I need to get that a little bit nicer right around here. And I'm gonna grab my wrap glove. I'm gonna start somewhere in here. It's a deep recess. To do is pull the film down. I'm getting a lot of wrinkles, bunched up film right here. Also, what I'm going to do is trim out a bit of this so that I can get my hands a little bit closer. There we go. So now I'm going to pull down. Just watching what's happening here. Pull down and add a bit of heat. Normally care that much or be so concerned if I had more vinyl. If I mess up, I mess up, but I don't have any more, and this stuff's back ordered right now, so you might see me be moving a little bit slower than normal just because I don't have any extra film here. All I'm doing is softening this film. Gun going. Okay. Bottom section is almost done for this area. Almost a wrinkle. Shit, went too far back. Okay. Leave that for a minute down there and start working up here. So, what I want to do is add a bit of tension here heat and kind of pull up. I'm in the headlight area right now, which is totally fine that I'm grabbing it. Pulling up on the film is going to help keep some of these wrinkles away. Okay. Probably the hardest chrome up I've ever wrapped. I'm trying to figure out what I need to do here. So what I'm gonna do is when I can see the headlight and where I put the inlay. I want to do a relief cut here and separate this as a tab right now. It's just gonna allow me to get a little bit closer and figure out more what I gotta do here. So I can actually pinch here now and pull in this way. This is really only because it's chrome. This would be much different if it wasn't chrome. So I'm just putting tension on the film and pulling it and heating it a little bit at a time so I can get a feel for what's actually happening as we're heating. We can't just heat the film and not have our hands on it. We have to have our hands so that we understand how much heat we're giving it. It's all feeling. So I'm almost at the light. I'm going to come in closer now. I'm almost at my inlay. Get that. Right. My inlay's right there. There we go, let's get the large section done. There's my inlay area, okay? So now what I can do is trim it back even further. We can work the top piece as a separate piece right here. So as this like kind of like a tab now, right? So much easier, right? I had this was planned already from the beginning. I'm gonna fix this up right here. I'm not pulling a lot. Sorry, I'm not pulling a lot. I'm just pulling to keep the wrinkles away. I had to soften the film to be able to do that, okay? And then I missed all this air down here, so let's get it. Perfect. Whew. I'm gonna assess what's happening here. I'm gonna have to heat and bring it back a bit here, so I'm gonna do that. So what I'm doing on one side here, we're doing on the other side also. What I need to do is kind of just get a better line right there. There we go, that's what I want. Now look. Right? Booyah. Beautiful. No damage to the chrome. Looks good. Alright. Got this part to go still. I don't think this part's going to be that bad. So let's do it. Just going to chop this piece out of the way. So I'm going to come back a bit. Just kind of to about there. Alright. I'm going to heat right here. It's all about directions, guys, and the way we pull the film. Gotta come up a little bit there. Gonna stick that there for a second and just kind of assess. I don't like having my glove on when I pull either, so I'm gonna take it off. Just gonna kind of assess what's happening. So this I can bring back and even come forward because it doesn't really matter at this point. I have an inlay in the bottom. For here, what I'm gonna do is pull down and fix all that in just a second. Actually, you know what I'll do? I'm gonna separate these two pieces. So what I need to do is I need to see how far in I gotta go with the wrap. Gotta come down to about here. So what I wanna do is just kind of make a little space here. That's all I wanna do. It's gonna give me better visual on what's happening. So again, I'm gonna put a little heat there. See, tension on the film, a little bit of heat, and it moves. And then I can put more tension on it if I want to. That's too much of a wrinkle, so I need to come back a bit. Let's see if I can get that. Yeah. Get yourself in a good body position too. It's super important. If you're not in a good body position, you're not really going to set yourself up for success. So with this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to heat and bring it down actually, and that one I'm going to go up. So it's so much easier now. This is why we do inlays. It helps with stuff like this. So again, I need to put a bit of heat right here. Good. Das ist gut. Alright, these wrinkles can come out this way because triangles, right? I have a wrinkle that runs this way, I'm going to pull that way. Don't want to ruin my work, so I just need to get that. There we go. It's definitely the most extravagant front bumper for chrome. All right, cool. This is like solid right now. I'm so happy. Just gotta do the same thing on the other side. So again, I'm just trimming this back. I have to make it nice after. Let's make sure the audio's going. It's good. Let's trim off some of this. Don't need all that. Definitely don't need all that either. Oops. minutes. I have no idea where I lost you guys. I do apologize. So I'm gonna recap kind of what I just did here. So the video cuts out at 30 minutes. I'm not sure how long that was, but I'm gonna assume you guys missed about 10 minutes. So again, I've cut in here, cut along the top. This is where the fog light cover goes. I'm way in. You can actually see, if you look closely, where the fog light cover sits. It has like these little prongs, so I can see that I'm way in, covering everything. I've come around here. I've put a little relief cut right down here, because as we push down this side and this side, this kind of wants to pop up. So you do a relief cut, which allows this side to come down. Same thing with here. When I come around here, I did a little relief cuts around to the edge. Now all I got to do right now is finish off this top section. All there really is to do on this side is trimming, and then just this little bit of what I have going on over here as far as the wrinkles go. This is like cake right here. So again, I'm gonna take my glove off because I don't like wrapping with it on usually. Should have checked the camera. Sorry guys. Apologize if you missed a bunch. And here we're going up. Okay. I need to get this guy out. There we go. Whew. Risky business. All this, look. I'm not stretching a lot. We're talking like 2%. So we're over top of our inlay. That's the idea right there. That's exactly where we want to be. I'm going to put a relief cut here. It's got a bit too much tension. So Vivid's chrome actually sticks really, really well to itself. So you can use seam tape on an edge like this, but you don't really need to. Gonna find where my inlay draws off, which is right there. So I'm gonna actually get the blade box, snap off a blade, and do some trimming for you, so you can see. All right. So let's get this blade snapped off. When you break the blade, I usually break it holding it in my right hand and then bending it away from me, just so you know. It won't work your left hand, it won't be away from you, it'll be towards you. So if you're left-handed, so this will come down to like how steady my hands are. I have pretty steady hands, I'm not really concerned about it. And I don't want to cut all the way through to the paint layer, okay? So we're just being gentle. I could have put knifeless tape here. So I'm just pulling it back to see, make sure everything's good. I'm putting enough pressure. and I'm using my hand as an anchor on the car. This way we don't slide. All I'm really truly doing is scoring the vinyl. Amazing. So we come under here, wrap a little bit, get that coverage, and then trim off this bottom section. All right. So again, I put that inlay in there. Can't even see that seam, just because I didn't want to stretch it in there. I was concerned about it failing, or you know, causing a problem in general. About hazing, even, you don't want it to haze. So let's finish up all this right here, so you can see what this side looks like. And if you want to take off, you can after this, because you're going to see more or less what the bumper is going to look like. As soon as I remove the tape from this side, you really have a good idea on what it looks like. I remove the sensors, that way we can cut really nicely with them, around them, sorry. And let me just finish up here. And here. So check it out, guys. Got one more side to go. And some of the top still. The tape doesn't want to come off in one piece. All right. I like this little tool. It's good for lifting excess vinyl and tape and stuff like that. Comes in super handy. It's exactly how I was feeling about the Rapstick Flex. Glad we all agree. Amazing. Perfect. So we do have a seam here. We do have a seam on the other side there. But again, these are not that noticeable, right? I'll let you check it out. Alright, so tons of imperfections as far as the paint job goes, but the seam is really not that noticeable. I got the one around here. You can see it mostly here simply because their body line trails off, right? So, but again, it's really low and we had to choose a spot. Again, the top one here, can't even really see that at all. And then this one trails off right there. So we got the top and the other side to do. Alright guys, lost you again, sorry, battery died and I got carried away. So let's just move this back. I'm over on this side now. Back. I haven't quite done all of it yet, but I did finish the top in that time that it was down for, so what can you do? I've done a lot. I guess today's not the day for videotaping. I've done a lot of talking for no reason. So I'm going to fix this up right here. And then again, we're in the same spot as we were on the other side. So let's do this. Let's get this ironed out. And let's get this ironed out right here on top. Again, I'm super gentle, always, with the pulse. Okay, so we're pretty much right over here again, as we were on the other side. Everything looks good. I'm pretty happy with everything so far. Let's release that. Oh, not all the way like that, but that's fine. I'll work with it now that it's up. Let's get that about there. Let's heat this up. And let's get this across. This is my better side, actually. Usually. Alright. So this turned out good here. I need to fix this up right here. It's fine, because all my wrinkles, I can run them out that way after. And everything here coming up. Up and out. Alright. Oh, these guys are using plastic dip in here today. It's killing me. The fumes are so bad. And it's like on the other side of the shop and the door's open and it's just horrible. So, anyways. Alright. get this section done. Perfect. And I say this is no easy task doing this alone in chrome. Would have been nice to have some extra hands in this case, but it's all good. Alright, so we're over our inlay. Looking good. I'm going to do some relief cuts just to create some less tension here and here. Alright. Now I'm going to find that drop off right where that first inlay went, right there. Let's get this around. And then we're going to do our awesome cutting. For the top. Alright, actually I'll finish at the bottom first and then we'll do cutting. Alright. So again, what did I do before? I cut a little hole here, right? So then I gotta find where I want to be. Somewhere in the middle here is fine. I'm going to go over this, make sure I got all the air out. And that's good. So for here, I'm going to do a relief cut, because remember what I said, once I start pushing in here, this part starts to come up. So what I want to do is I want to do a relief cut right there. So again, now this part has a lot of slack, right? And in this case, we're not really stretching anymore. I do have to stretch this area, which is fine. Pull it. Keep it smooth. Okay. And then for here, over on this side, these wrinkles will come this way. There we go. I'm going to cut this section right here. It's going to be like my relief cut, so it doesn't keep rolling up. Again, I need another one right about here. Perfect. Alright, let's get this around a little bit more. Another relief cut here. This is why we put tape down, so we don't cut into where we've already wrapped. And I can actually just kind of tab this all the way around. And again, another one to help. There we go. That's good. Now let's get the rest of this in. There's the edge of the fog light cover, so I'm going to put a little slit there. That makes doing the rest of this much easier. Perfect. And go all the way in, baby. All the way in there. That's going to be completely covered. This is a gray car, so it's not really going to show anything really deep, but if you had a white car, you'd want to go all the way in as far as you can. That out of the way. Let's work on this section. There's that edge for the fog light cover, and trimming right in that line. Pretty much home free on this bumper. It's just cutting and we're done. I gotta lay that section right there, and then we're cutting, and then we're done. So I don't need to be that far in. Let's cut out a bit of this. I'm gonna finish this off right here while I'm here. I'll just cut this out while I'm sitting here. Super easy. Basic stuff, right? Let's get this side around and down and done. Ooh, almost got a wrinkle. I think I need the more hard squeegee. There we go. Alright guys, we're just cutting now. Ooh, alright. Sitting there in one spot too long. Or I'm getting too old to do this. So, let's get this one out of the way. Make sure it's tight. That's good. Let's finish this. Let's get this out of the way. Oh, just hit my knee on the bumper. Don't do that. Finish up all under here, and then we're going to cut this out while I'm down here. It's not much to go underneath, just a little bit. I do heat it up after I cut. Whew. All right, just cutting that out. I can get all the tape off of this. I can actually just come around here while I'm here. Make sure the camera's still going. Yep. we did it, but we did it. So, I mean, you saw how we did it, but man. I'm only going in about a 1/4 inch. The grill sits flush. Someone's calling me. No time to answer, let's just get this done. Okay. Put my thumb here so I don't slide off. Ooh. Guys, this was a lot of fun. All right. I wish I could tuck this into the seal. It'd be nice. Maybe I can. I thought it was more stuck. Can pull it back a bit. Perfect. Definitely helps get some around the edge, which is important for the front bumper. Another call. Alright guys, so I'm going to take the bumper off and finish up just some finger marks and stuff here. I'm going to finish up this edge, the back edge, that kind of stuff. I have a bumper rack, so I'm going to throw it on there and finish it off. Otherwise, I'm going to pause the video and then show you what it looks like when it's done. Alright guys, so I've got the bumper, sorry, I've got the bumper fitted back together. I still have the other side of the car to do. I still have the driver's side of the car to do, so but when I fitted the bumper back together on this side temporarily-ish, I haven't mounted everything yet, but the grills are in, the fog lights in, and I'm kind of debating whether to wrap the sensors in black or not. The sensors have to be wrapped. They can't be wrapped in chrome because the chrome will actually throw the sensor off and they don't work very well. So usually we wrap them in black. I mean, I don't think the gray looks really bad, so maybe just leave them gray. I don't know. Let me know what you think. But either way, bumper's back together. You can have a look at it, see what it looks like. All right, so we can see the seam right there. That's the most obvious part of the seam. Okay. Otherwise, we don't see any seams. Has to be done. Again, the bumper's repainted, so I still have this whole side to do, right? And the roof and the mirrors. Otherwise, the bumper's been repainted, so it's not in very good condition. We already went over that a few times. Just want to let you know. And yeah, so I mean, all in all, turned out great. There's no hazing to the film. There's no discoloration. There's no cracking. None of that stuff. And oh yeah, I got the gas cap covered to do too. Other than that, yeah, car's almost done. I'm not gonna have it done till the end of the week. I got the Subaru to start. Just wanted to get the bumper out of the way for the most part because it's super challenging, as you saw. Kind of in like a, I don't know, if I had more film I wouldn't have been so worried, but I didn't have any more film, so I couldn't mess up. So I got it done in one shot. Anyways, like I said in the video, it's all about setting yourself up for success and kind of thinking about where your problem areas are going to be before you even get there. That way you can you know, troubleshoot before the trouble starts. And then as we go through things, we still have to troubleshoot, but again, we want to try to make sure that we're doing the best we can to set ourselves up for success when it comes to doing a bumper. Again, if I was doing this bumper in a normal color or normal finish, I wouldn't have done certain things the way I did. But again, this is not a normal finish, so we wanted to keep the glossiness and the mirror effect of the chrome as much as possible. This is why we do inlays. And this is why there's a seam sitting on the bottom there, because otherwise it's going to look horrible if I try and stretch it in there. Anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. It's probably the first chrome bumper wrap that I've ever done for front bumper. And that's it. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you want to see some videos on this Subaru STI. Thank you for watching. Take care.